Isn't any wonder that her best friend was a cat? Dinner was delish. Mama liked to fish. Mama passed a few years back, it's everybody's fate. Smokey went before her and was waiting at the gate. Raise a glass to Smokey, raise a glass to Mama, 'cause she is deserving. Raise a glass to Smokey too, but cats can be self-serving. She is sorely missed. Mama liked to fish. She is sorely missed, and Smokey too. Mama liked to fish.
I like that. I've never heard it.
Thank you.
Okay, a couple of administrative issues here. Debbie and Ron showed up a little after things had started, so you're going to be after Lonnie. And George, I forgot to turn the recording on for the first half of that song. So
Since we have time, George, do you want to redo it?
If not, you can find it on George's Down Home video from yesterday.
Okay. No, he didn't. He didn't do it.
He certainly
okay,
did.
so it's Murray's turn, and let me just remind people that if you're not singing, your mic should be muted. Take it away,
Okay.
Murray.
Yeah. Let me get my reading glasses. Okay, I'm going to sing a couple of songs whose origin are from Scotland. And this first one comes from somewhere in the 16th century, in the 1500s, the mid 1500s. It's that at least that old, it may be older than that even. And the name, and it became very popular at first, of course, in the British Isles, and then to America. And it became very popular during the folk song revival, in the United States. And it's still it's actually like a children's song, and it's called Froggy Went to Courtin'. Okay, so let me go. Froggy went a courtin' and he did right, uh-huh. Froggy went a courtin' and he did right, uh-huh. Froggy went a courtin' and he did right with a sword and a pistol by his side, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode right up to Miss Mousie's door, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode right up to Miss Mousie's door, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode right up to Miss Mousie's door, gave 3 loud raps and a very big roar, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He said, Miss Mousie, will you marry me? Uh-huh, uh-huh. He said, Miss Mouse, will you marry me? Uh-huh, uh-huh. He said, Miss Mouse, will you marry me? And oh, so happy we will be. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Not without Uncle Rat's consent. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Not without Uncle Rat's consent. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Not without Uncle Rat's consent would I marry the president. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Uncle Rat, he went downtown. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uncle Rat, he went downtown. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uncle Ratty went downtown to buy his niece a wedding gown. Ah, ah. Where shall the wedding supper be? Ah. Where shall the wedding supper be? Where shall the wedding supper be? Way down yonder in the hollow tree. First to come in was a bumblebee. The first to come in was a bumblebee. The first to come in was a bumblebee with a big brass fiddle on his knee. Ah. Next to come in was a big black snake. Next to come in was a big black snake. Next to come in was a big black snake. He gobbled down the wedding cake. If I can turn this page, I'll be okay. A little bit of biscuit on the shelf. Little bit of biscuit on the shelf. Little bit of biscuit on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself. Okay, I actually forgot the melody, so I improvised.
Don't let that ever let a folk singer stop you.
Right.
Isn't that how all folk songs are made?
What?
Okay, Mr. Winkler.
Okay, well, it's good to be here again, as always. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Anyway, it's a warm day here. We're getting into our 100-degree days again. Season has started. But I want to take us back to about 65 years to when music was music. And just you know why you and I will by and by no true love wait. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry. You'll know why just you and I know true love ways. Throughout the days, our true love ways will bring us joys to share for those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why just you and I know true love ways. Big ballrooms. Throughout the days, our true love ways will bring us joys or share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, Sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways. No true love ways. Buddy Holly.
All right. Hey, we get to go across the Atlantic to Mike.
Okay, I was having a bit of trouble there. Right. Yeah, this is a traditional song, traditional folk song, I believe, but from quite way back, but there are lots of different versions of it. This one is Whitby Lad, which we think is a fairly original one. There's a Boston Burglar, apparently, which is almost exactly the same. And things to know, Botany Bay, you probably know, was the penal colony in Australia. Whitby Town is a town in northern England, a fishing village there, port. And Peelers, policeman. It was the Robert Peel was the Prime Minister who introduced the first police force, the first public police force. I think that's about it. Oh, Humber is a river. Come all you bold and you rambling boys, and a warning take by me, for I'd have you quit night walking and shun bad company. For it's son, oh son, what have you done? You're bound for Botany Bay. I was born and bred in Whitby Town, and raised most honestly, till I became a roving blade, which proved my destiny. For it's son, oh son, what have you done? You're bound for Botany Bay. When I broke into some lady's house, about the hour of 3, 2 peelers stood behind the door, and they soon had a hold on me. For it's son, oh son, what have you done? You're bound for Botany Bay. It was at the Quarters Sessions House that the judge to me did say, well, the jury's found you guilty, you're bound for Botany Bay. For son, oh son, what have you done? You're bound for Botany Bay. Well, I've seen me aged father there, a trembling at the bar, likewise me dear old mother, a tearing her white hair. For his son, oh son, what have you done? You're bound for Botany Bay. It was on the 28th of June, from England we made way, and as we come down the Humber Well, we heard them sailors say, well, it's boys, oh boys, there are no joys down there in Botany Bay. Oh, there is a lass in Whitby Town, and the girl I love full well, and as if I had my liberty, along with her I'd dwell. But it's son, oh son, what have you done? You're bound for Botany Bay. Botany Bay. I will be glad, I mean.
All right. Ivan.
Hello. This is the song is written by Theodore Morse and Howard Johnson, and it's called Mother. M is for the million things she gave me. O means only that she's growing old. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for her heart of purest gold. E is for her eyes where love lies shining. R means right, and right she'll always be. Put them all together, they spell mother, a word word that means the world to me. M is for the mercy she possesses. O means that I owe her all I own. T is for her tender sweet caresses. H is for her hands that made a home. D means everything she's done to help me. R means real and regular, you see. Put them all together, they spell mother, a word that means the world to me.
Aw.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. I'm glad somebody did that one. Tricia.
Nice. This is a song that my mother and my grandmother used to sing. That's the only link. And it's a May Day carol in the village in Appledore. The children would have made a garland out of May and taken it from door to door on the scrounge, a bit like trick or treat in America. But May couldn't be, it was hung up outside the door because May was unlucky to bring into the house. And this is the song that they used to sing while they were doing their perambulations of the village. I think I might have done it last year. The moon shines bright, the stars give light, a little before 'tis day. Our heavenly Father calls to us and bids us wake and pray. Awake, awake, oh pretty, pretty maid, out of your drowsy dream, and step down into your dairy down below and fetch me a bowl of cream. If not a bowl of thy sweet cream, a cup to bring me cheer, for the Lord knows when we shall meet again to go maying another year. I've been a-wandering all this night, and some time off this day, and now I'm returning home to you to bring you a branch of May. A branch of May I've brought you here, and at your door I stand. 'Tis nothing but a sprout, but 'tis well budded out by the work of God's own hand. My song is done, I must be gone, I can no longer stay, but God bless you all, both great and small, and bring you a joyful May. And they hoped after that they'd get lots of pennies for their pockets.
Love it.
Thank you, Tricia. Steve.
In keeping up with my Mother's Day tradition, let's all get up and dance to a song that was a hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know. Yeah, sing it again. Pick up your hearts and sing me a song that was a hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know. Oh, your mother should know. Your mother should know. No. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's all get up and dance to a song that was a hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know now. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Oh, she was born a long, long time ago. Your mother should know. Your mother should know. No, your mother should know. Your mother should know. No.
Memory.
All right, Susan and Bob.
We have to unmute.
After Stephen, remember? How is our volume? Everything okay? I'm a little sung out. I had a gig on Friday, and then yesterday I went to a live folk jam, but got enough in me to do a couple songs. And when in doubt, we didn't know what to do. There's always Tom Paxton. It's a long and dusty road. It's a hot and heavy load. The folks I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad and some are good. Some have done the best they could. Some have tried to ease my troubled mind. But I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. I have been around this land, doing the best I can, trying to find what I was meant to do. And the faces that I see look as worried as can be, and it looks like they are wondering too. But I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. Had a buddy way back home, but he started out to roam. But I hear that he's out by Frisco Bay. And sometimes when I've had a few, his old words come ringing through. Going out to see him some old day. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. And I had me a girl one time, she had lips like sherry wine. She loved me till my head went plumb insane. But I was too blind to see she was slipping away from me. That good gal ran off on the morning train. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. So if you see me passing by, and you sit and you wonder why, you're wishing that you were a rambler too. Just nail your shoes to the kitchen floor, lace them up and bar the door, like stars for the roof that's over you. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. No, I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
Beautiful, you guys.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well, a lot of you probably know my story about mothers. I actually have two. And I didn't find out about the mother who gave birth to me until a couple of years ago. I know I was adopted at about a year old, and I grew up outside of New York City most of my life. My parents there that adopted me, and I had one brother who was natural to them. And but a couple of years ago, you know, I did the spit in the tube and found out about my DNA, and since then found out who my mother was. And actually we visited some of my relatives there in the Tupelo, Mississippi area a couple of years ago, and keep in touch with them now, so I have another family. But my mother was evidently very poor in that area, and she had another boy a little older than I was, and she gave us both up for adoption. So I never knew her name until a couple of years ago. And I got to go visit her grave and put a stone on her grave, and it kind of, you know, kind of a very treasurable thing for me, you know, to be able to do all that. Anyway, this is the song that I wrote for her. I never knew you, never knew your name, and though I'm a child of yours and your blood runs in my vein, I never knew you and never knew your name. Though they call me Robert, I know you call me James. I came from Arkansas and was born in someone's home. And some folks from New York State raised me as their own. I never went to find you, I thought that you'd be sad to see the child you gave away and the son you could have had. The parents who loved and raised me have long since passed away. I thought that I would look for you and kneel here on your grave. My life has not been easy, but I'm grateful just the same. I got more than you could have given if I had kept your name. I have a wife named Susan, our daughter Wendy is their name. She knows about you, many others with your name. We share a love of music, we hope you sang some too. I write some songs now and then, I dedicate this one to you. I found that you were poor and lonely and had trouble with your eyes. I put a stone here on your grave, asking peace be in our lives. And now I have your picture, I put it in a frame. I know they called you Molly Lou, but I never knew your name. I never knew you, I never knew your name. Though I'm a child of yours and your blood runs in my veins, I never knew you and never knew your name. Though they called me Robert, I know you call me James.
Wow, that is so touching.
Wow, that's a great song.
George, she was a carrier of RP, a retina pigmentosa, that she got from her mother, which was not in our original family. And she was pretty blind by the time she passed away. And several of other children that she had have that blindness, and it skipped me, and I can't be a carrier. But yeah, several of my half brothers and sisters have very poor eyesight, are legally blind. So I'm pretty fortunate.
That's a tough disease because it comes on in like the 20s, your 20s and 30s, when you've already really adjusted to having your sight. And
Yeah.
it's much harder to lose your sight later in life, believe me, than it is to be born without it.
I believe you.
Yeah, that we found. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, well, thank you, Bob. And Kathleen, can we hear something from you now?
Okay, that was a lovely song, Bob. Yes, very moving. I'm happy Mother's Day to everybody. America, had our one. I'm afraid I'm not doing anything to do with Mother's Day. I've got a very sad song. I sent it to my friend, and she said it was a bit depressing. So I thought it was just sad, not depressing, but still. It's Dave Carter and Tracy Grammer song, and it's called Merlin's Lament. In a castle keep, in a vault of stone, in a house at the end of the lane, an old man weeps in his door alone, and he sings out this mournful refrain. She will not come back, she will not come back, though the mountains fall down to the sea, and the sky burns to cinders, and the rivers run black. She will not come back to me. No lightning read from his books of lore, and the staff in the corner no fire, and the crystal ball, always bright before, is grey as the dust of desire. She will not come back, she will not come back, though we call on the powers that be. They will cipher this message in his cold zodiac. She will not come back, she will not come back, she will not come back to me. And joy, my love, was a dancing spring, and life was the touch of her lips, and a brook ran mad to my cave downstream from the miracle hills of her hips. She will not come back, she will not come back, though the stars hang their tears in the trees, and tireless Orion lies spent in his tracks. She will not come back, she will not come back, she will not come back to me. She will not come back to me.
Nice job, Kathleen.
You always find them, Kathy.
Okay, thank you, Kathleen. Lonnie.
Yeah, like I've said before, I never met my mother because she left before I was born. But I used to, when I was a fetus, I used to sneak out at night because Mom was a real heavy sleeper, you know. And so, yeah, it was kind of strange. Here's a song about somebody else who was born, which most of us evidently have in common. And this poor lad, well, his name is Arthur Halloran. Having problems with the system. Go ahead on to the next person, and I'll catch you the next time around. Same problem I had last week, Harvey. I'm not sure what to do about it this time.
I find kicking it in the head sometimes works.
I wonder if I could find the head.
That's a problem. Debbie and Ron.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I went to some lengths to find the perfect song for Mother's Day.
Was unsuccessful.
For 2 long years, my head hurt bad, so the doctor looked and he shook his head. He said, "I'm sorry." Oh gosh, I am sorry. I can't see any of the words.
Read the words.
I actually kind of remembered them, but then when I get in front of people, everything goes out of my head. For 2 long years, my head hurt bad. So the doctor checked and he shook his head. He said, "I'm sorry to tell you, but your body's outlived your brain." He said, "I know this doctor in New York, son, and he'll fix you right up with a brand new one." So the head doctor met me when I stepped down off the train. He said, "We had this bank robber killed last night. His body's shot, but his brain's all right. I'll give you a transplant, boy, and you'll be okay." I got the new brain in and I was feeling great. And I went straight back to Nashville with no headache. But something strange happened when I walked in the bank one day. I said, "Stick 'em up, everybody, I'm robbing this place. Lock all of your money in my guitar case. Don't nobody move and don't nobody reach for that door." A lady said, "Why, you're Johnny Cash." And I said, "No, ma'am, I'm the Manhattan Flash, and I am the best bank robber in New York." Now, the other night, Roy Acuff called me. He said, "John, I'd like you to do the Opry." So I went out on the stage, but I couldn't sing. I got in a half a verse about walk the line when something snapped in this head of mine, and I yelled, "Stick 'em up, give me your money, your watches, your rings." Well, I called New York and talked to that brain flack. I said, "Doc, I've got to have my old brain back." He said, "I'm sorry there, Mr. Cash, but I can't do that." He said, "I put your brain in a chicken last Monday, and he's singing your songs and making lots of money, and I got him signed to a 10-year recording contract." Now, friends, if you see me walking down the street, remember what you see ain't necessarily me, and if I try to hold you up, don't pay me no mind. But if you got $10 that you can blow, you ought to catch that Johnny Chicken show. He's doing fairs and concert dates all up and down the line. I said, "Stick 'em up, everybody, I'm robbing this place. Lock all of your money in my guitar case. Don't nobody move and don't nobody reach for that door." A lady said, "You're Johnny Cash." And I said, "No, ma'am, I'm the Manhattan Flash, and I am the best bank robber in New York." You ought to catch that Johnny Chicken show. Chicken in Black.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
That's great. What's the title of that?
Yeah.
Does it have a title?
Chicken in Black.
Thank you.
All right, what key is this? All right. Here's a Mother's Day song.
Hey, I just did a Mother's Day song. It's Mother's Day.
You're not a mother.
Oh, you are a mucky kid, dirty as a dustbin lid. When he finds out the things you did, you'll get a belt from your dad. Oh, you have your father's nose, so crimson in the dark it glows. If you're not asleep when the boozers close, you'll get a belt from your dad. So scruffy lying there, strawberry jam tucks in your hair. How in the world you haven't a care, and I have got so many. Quite a struggle every day, living on your father's pay. The bucket drinks it all away and leaves me without any. Silver spoon, better days are coming soon. Now Nellie's working at the loom, and she gets paid on Friday. Perhaps one day we'll have a bash. When Little Woods provides the cash, we'll get a house in Matty Ash and buy your dad a the things you did, you'll get a belt from your dad. Oh, you have your father's face, you're growing up a real hard case, but there's no one else can take your place. Go fast asleep for Mammy.
Perfect.
Lonnie, did you get it fixed yet? No, I don't think you got it fixed yet. In that case, Bill Floyd.
Hello, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. I've got a song for you that I wrote about 4 years ago, and it's for mothers, and it's called Carried You Inside. She always did her job. You never had to ask. And if you turned around, she always had your back. She gave you all the love. You filled her up with pride. And all her life, she carried you inside. When you were young and reckless, she smiled and guided you. She always was a bride when you barely made it through. When you had all your troubles, You could sit down and confide, and all her life she carried you inside. She became a mother. Folks said she was the type you'd never call it part-time. It's a job she took for life. Her hand was on the rudder when you took your rocky ride, and all her life she carried you inside. Forget about those 9 months. That's just practicing for all the joys and heartaches that the future's gonna bring. Doc said the baby's coming, make you almost wanna cry, and then all her life she carried you inside. She became a mother. Folks said she was the type you never called it part-time. It's the job she took for life. Her hand was on the rudder as you took your rocky ride, and all her life she carried you inside. All her life she carried you inside.
You couldn't hear the guitar, Bill. You have your original sound on?
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Nice song.
I heard your voice very well, though.
Okay, maybe I'll play it again when I do the second round with the guitar.
Oh, we thought you were just doing an a cappella piece.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, let's see. Did Lonnie come back yet? Well, he's still around, but he's not speaking to us. So I guess that means it's Pat's turn.
Okay. My first song is Steel Rails, sung by Alison Krauss.
Ah, yes. See if I can get this pick to stay between my fingers.
Steel rails, chasing sunshine round the bend, winding through the trees like a ribbon in the wind. I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking out ahead to keep my mind from turning back. It's not the first time I found myself alone at dawn. If I really had you once, then I'd have you when I'm gone. Whistle blows, blowing lonesome in my mind, calling me along that never-ending metal line. Steel rails, chasing sunshine round the bend, winding through the trees like a ribbon in the wind. I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking out ahead, keep my mind from turning back. sun is shining through the open boxcar door, lying in my mind with the things I've known before. I've lost count of the hours, days and nights. Just the rhythm of the rails keeps the motion in my mind. Steel rails, chasing sunshine round the bend, winding through the trees like a ribbon in the wind. I don't mind not knowing what lies down the track, 'cause I'm looking out ahead to keep my mind from turning back. I'm looking out ahead to keep my mind from turning back.
Well done.
Good song.
Thank you.
Let's see. I guess I'll do the slow one. Okay, this was covered by a bunch of people, including Rod Stewart, but I'm going to attempt to do something that's closer to the Tim Hardin original, Reason to Believe. If I listen long enough to you, I find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight face while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never thinking of myself. If I gave you time to change my mind, I'd find a way to leave the past behind. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. If I listen long enough to you, I find a way to believe that it's all true. Knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried, still I look to find a reason to believe. I'd look to find a reason to believe.
Nice.
All right, let's see if we can get Lonnie to come back in yet. Lonnie, where'd you go? Lonnie's deserted us. George, you're up.
Okay, thank you, Harvey. This song is called Roses for Mama. Well, I had 2 weeks vacation coming, so I thought I'd drive down to Florida, spend some time with an old friend, date a few girls, make a few parties, and just kind of live it up again. So I packed up my car and then I called my mom in Tennessee and told her what I planned to do. She said, "Son, are you coming by?" And I said, "Mom, I'm really pushed for time, but I'll see you in a week or two." And I was driving through this little town in Georgia when I remembered today's my mama's birthday. Well, I thought I'll just stop and wire some flowers. Shouldn't take too long, and I'll be on my way. So I walked in a flower shop, and the first thing I saw was this little boy with his eyes full of tears. And I said, "What's wrong, son?" He said, "Mama loves roses, and today's her birthday, and I haven't seen her in almost a year." Roses for Mama, today's her birthday. Roses for Mama, today's her birthday. He said, "I live with Grandma now, but I promised Mama some roses, 'cause I talk to her all the time. I wanted to give her 5, 'cause that's how old I am. But the lady said I couldn't buy them with just a dime." Well, the little fella's story kind of touched my heart, so I told the lady to give him what he wanted and charge it to me. Then I told her I needed to wire a dozen roses to my mama up in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. I looked around and the little boy was gone, but all of a sudden the door flew open and he came running back in, and he said, "Mister, I forgot to thank you for the roses." He smiled and shook my hand and ran back out again. Well, I started on out of town, and I was feeling real proud of myself for thinking of my mama and how I was really caring, when I looked out the window and saw that same little boy kneeling by a grave in an old cemetery. I stopped my car and went over to where the little boy was kneeling down, and he smiled up at me and said, "This is where my mama stays. She says she sure does thank you for these pretty roses." Well, that's when I had to walk away. I headed straight back to that flower shop, and I said, "Hey lady, have you sent those flowers to Tennessee?" She said, "No, not yet." I said, "Well, never mind. I'll just take them back with me." Roses for Mama, today's her first day. Roses for Mama, today's her birthday.
Just take out
Who's
my
crying?
Just take out my heart and put it in a blender, George.
Guys have to excuse me while I wipe away the tears.
Thank you.
So, Murray, you're up.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the second Scottish song that the origin of which is Scotland, and also from the 16th century, the 1500s. And the name of the song is "The Wee Cooper of Fife." And it's funny that Fife is a region of Scotland, and there's a town called Cupar, Cupar, also in Fife. So it may be that the song is also a play on that name, Cooper, because it's about the wee Cooper. A Cooper is somebody who makes barrels, I think. All right. So this is the song. Oh, and by the way, it's Child Ballad number 277, if somebody is interested in that. And it's also, as a Scottish ballad, I guess there's another way of counting. They have what they call a Scottish rood, Roud, and in that it's number 117. Okay. There was a wee cooper who lived in Fife, nickety nackety noo noo noo, and he had gotten a gentle wife. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. Now those last two lines are just nonsense words, like what they call falderal. She wouldn't bake, she wouldn't brew, nickety nackety noo noo noo, for spoiling of her comely new. Hey, Willie Wallacky, hey, John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. She wouldn't do any of this work because she was a highfalutin lady and she thought that she would spoil her complexion or something by doing work. So anyway, this song goes on. She wouldn't a card, she wouldn't a spin, nickety knockety noo noo noo, for shaming of her gentle kin. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. She thought also that her kinfolk would be ashamed of her if she did these menial jobs. So anyway, the cooper said to himself, he must do something about this. So it says the cooper had gone to his wool pack, nickety nackety noo noo noo, and he'd laid a sheepskin on his wife's back. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. I'll no be shaming your gentle kin, nickety nackety noo noo noo, but I will scalp my own sheepskin. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. Now, there's another stanza that's not in here, but it tells how he didn't want to beat his wife because he might destroy her complexion or something, but he beat the sheepskin that he put on her back. That was okay with him. Okay. And then the wife is she becomes converted to his idea of what a wife should do. So she says, "Oh, I will bake and I will brew, nickety nackety noo noo noo, and think no more of my comely you. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. Oh, I will wash and I will spin, nickety nackety noo noo noo, and think nae mair of my gentle kin. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo." Now here's the moral that the husband took. And you that have gotten a gentle wife, nickety nackety noo noo noo, send ye for the wee cooper of Fife. Hey Willie Wallacky, hey John Dougal, a lane quarter shitty roo roo roo. That's it.
Bob Winkler.
Okay, I have something a little more folksy here. For a change, I know. I think this is, I think Bob Dylan wrote this, but don't hold me to it. Try to get into it. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace, make you feel my love. shadows and stars appear, there is no one to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years, make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, that I'd never do you wrong. Known it from the moment that we met, no doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do, make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, down the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free, but you ain't seen nothing like me yet. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do, go to the ends of the earth for you, make you happy, make your dreams come true. Make you happy, make your dreams come true, make you feel my love, make you feel my love.
Hi.
Bob Dylan, I'm pretty sure.
Do you want to put Lonnie back on now? And Doreen, actually.
I let him back in.
Well, that was a mistake.
Does Lonnie want to go now?
Can you see me and hear me? Sorry, I'm late.
Yes, we can hear you, yes.
Yes, Doreen, we see and we hear you, and you're going to be last before Pat.
How about Lonnie? He can have his go now?
He can have his first shot now, yeah.
Yes, okay. Off you go, Lonnie.
Are you sure about that?
Well, we're never sure about letting you go, Lonnie, but we're going to give it a shot and see how it works out.
Well, I've been let go from some fine places, I'll tell you. All right, I believe I was talking about Arthur Holleran, so we might just as well get back to him, I suppose.
My name is Arthur Holleran, as you may understand. I was born 10 miles from Dublin town, down by the salt sea strand. When I was young and comely sure, then fortune on me showed. My parents reared me tenderly, I was their only son. My father, he rose up one day, and with him I did go. He bound me as a butcher's boy to Pearson of Wicklow. I wore the bloody apron there for 3 long years and more, till I shipped on board of the Ocean Queen belonging to Tramore. It was on Bermuda's sunny isle that I met with Captain Moore. He's the skipper of the Flying Cloud, the pride of Baltimore. I undertook to sail with him on a slaving voyage to go to the burning shores of Africa, where that sugar cane do grow. The Flying Cloud was a Yankee ship, 500 tons or more. She could outsail any clipper ship sailing out of Baltimore. With her canvas white as the driven snow, and on it there's no specks. And 40 men and 14 guns she carried below her decks. It all went well until the day we came to Africa's shore. 500 of them, poor slaves, me boys, from their native land we tore. They were loaded down with links of chain as we made 'em walk below. Just 18 inches space was all that each man had to show. The plague it came, and fever too, and it killed 'em off like flies. We dragged their bodies on the deck and hove 'em overside. For sure the dead were lucky, for they'd have to weep no more, nor drag the chain and feel the lash in Georgia forevermore. But now our money, it is gone, we must go to sea once more. Still each man stayed to listen to the words of Captain Moore. There's gold and silver to be had if with me you'll remain. We'll heist that pirate flag aloft and sweep the Spanish Main. We all agreed, but 3 young men who then asked us to land. 2 of them were Boston boys, and the 3rd from Newfoundland. I wish to God I'd joined those men and walked with them ashore, than to lead a wild and reckless life, serving under Captain Moore. We ran and fought with many a ship down on the Spanish Main, killed many a man and left his wife and children to remain. To none we showed no kindness, but gave them a watery grave. For the saying of our captain was that dead men tell no tales. We ran and fought with many a ship, both frigates and liners too, till at last a British man-o'-war, the Dunmore, hove in view. She fired a shot across our bows as we sailed before the wind. Then a chain shot cut our mainmast down, and we fell far behind. They beat our crew to quarters as she drew up alongside. And soon across our quarter deck there flowed a crimson tide. We fought until they'd killed our captain and 18 of our men. Then a bombshell set our ship on fire, and we had to surrender then. It's now to Newgate we are sent, bound down with iron chains. For the sinking and the plundering of ships on the Spanish Main. The judge, he's found us guilty, and we are condemned to die. Young man, a warning by me take, lead not such a life as I. So it's farewell Dublin city, and the girl that I adore. I'll never kiss your cheek again, nor squeeze your hand the more. For whiskey and bad company have made a wretch of me. Young man, a warning by me take, and shun all piracy.
That was awesome, Ronnie.
Wow.
Well worth the wait.
Very good.
I used to sing that one, and I remembered it all but 2 verses.
I noticed that. I was watching. I thought, I better not mess up. For Tricia is watching everything I'm doing here.
I missed 2 verses, but the rest I remembered.
You're much too young to have been to Newgate, of course. Right. Thanks for listening, anyway.
Okay, back into the standard order, Mike Reeves.
Right. Yes. I'm doing this. I've done it once before, I think, years ago, a couple of years ago. But I did it. We were actually asked for this one at our had a practice, shanty crew practice, and it's not a shanty, but I thought I'd resurrect it and see if I can do it. So it's Trelawney, which is the so-called Cornish national anthem. A good sword and a trusty hand, a merry heart and true. King James's men shall understand what Cornish lads can do. And have they fixed the where and when, and shall Trelawney die? Here's 20,000 Cornish men will know the reason why. Sorry. And shall Trelawney live, or shall Trelawney die? Here's 20,000 Cornish men will know the reason why. Out spake their captain, brave and bold, a merry wight was he. If London Tower will Michael's hold, we'll set Trelawney free. We'll cross the Tamar land to land, the Severn is no stay. With one and all and hand in hand, and who shall bid us nay? And shall Trelawney live, or shall Trelawney die? Here's 20,000 Cornishmen will know the reason why. And when we come to London Wall, a pleasant sight to view. Come forth, ye cowards all, here's men as good as you. Trelawney he's in keep and hold, Trelawney he may die. Here's 20,000 Cornish bold, will know the reason why. And shall Trelawney live, or shall Trelawney die? Here's 20,000 Cornish men will know the reason why. The reason why.
Thank you, Mike. Ivan.
Yes, sir. I do a song. I don't know the author. It's called Darlin' Little Joe. What will the birds do, mother, in the spring, when they come to gather crumbs round my door?
Will they fly from the trees and tap at my window and ask why Joe wanders out no more? What will the kitten do, mother all alone, but stop from its frolics for a day? Will it lie on the rug by the side of my bed as it did before I went away? What will Thomas the old gardener say when you ask him for a flower for me? Will he give you a rose he has tended with care, the first fairest bloom of the tree? And you, dearest mother, will miss me for a while, though in heaven I'll larger grow. Any kind angel will tell you at the gate when you ask for your darling little Joe. When you ask for your darling little Joe. Thank you.
That was lovely. I didn't know that one. This,
I can't believe it.
I know, unusual, but there you go. It's a misspent youth and adulthood, I think, the number of songs I know. This is a more modern May song, and it's Mike O'Connor's, and it was 2010. It's on Topic. And it's singing in the May. It's got a good chorus, and I expect a lot of people will know it. The streets were hushed, the listening stars were bright. The church clock chimed at 12 o'clock midnight, and as its echoes died, the voices at my side in unison replied, "Unite, unite," singing in the May. Singing in the May, in unison replied, "Unite, unite." I heard familiar voices in the crowd, soft but clear, this song they sang aloud. From many miles away, old friends seem to say, "Let all upon this day unite, unite." Singing in the May, singing in the May, let all upon this day unite, unite. Then voices we had thought to see no more, from generations that had gone before, with us seemed to sing these words re-echoing, as summer follows spring. Unite, unite. Singing in the May, singing in the May, as summer follows spring. Unite, unite. And from the narrow streets came this reply, across the harbour to the starlit sky, from children yet unborn, as they sang in the new May morn, to welcome summer's dawn. Unite, unite. Singing in the May, singing in the May, to welcome summer's dawn. Unite, unite. Above the town the rising voices cried that all should be as one, whate'er betide. Now winter time has gone, the wheel of life turns on, for summer is come. Unite, unite, singing in the May, singing in the May, for summer is come. Unite, unite. Love that.
All right, Steve Einbinder.
Julia, a John Lennon solo as a Beatle. It was about his own mother. Half of what I say is meaningless, but I say it just to reach you, Julia, Leah, Julia. Ocean child calls me, so I sing the song of love, Julia, Leah. Seashell eyes, windy smile calls me, so I sing a song of love, Julia. Her hair a floating sky is shimmering, glimmering in the sun. Julia, Julia, morning moon, touch me, so I sing a song of love, Julia. When I cannot sing my heart, I can only speak my mind, Julia, Leah, Julia, sleeping sad, silent cloud, touch me, so I sing a song of love, Julia. Calls me, so I sing a song of love, Julia, Julia, Julia. That's it.
Okay, Susan and Bob.
I think I may have done this once, but this is a really old Tom Paxton one of his earliest, and I always loved it. I loved the imagery and the love expressed in it, but it was one of those songs, I think many of us have changed pronouns to make songs our own, changed he to she and so forth. And there was just no way to do it with this song, so I was frustrated for a long time not ever being able to do it. And then, since it's Mother's Day, I became a mother, and there was this little Wendy, toddler sitting on the floor with her legs straight out in front of her and a big picture book in her lap, poring over it. And I looked at her, I said, I can sing that song now. So here is Tom Paxton's My Lady's a High-Flying Dove. Some ladies are foolish, some ladies are gay. I'm going to go a little higher. Some ladies are foolish, some ladies are gay. Some ladies are comely, some live while they may. My lady's a wild flying dove, my lady is wine. She tells me each evening that she's mine, mine, mine. She likes pretty pictures, she loves singing birds.
She'll watch them for hours, but I see only her. My lady's a wild flying dove, my lady is wine. She tells me each evening that she's mine, mine, mine. She tells me she's learning how full her cup can be. She tells me I teach her, but I know she's teaching me. My lady's a wild flying dove, my lady is wine. She tells me each evening that she's mine, mine, mine.
Oh, that was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
I married Susan because she remembers all the words to these songs. I don't remember any of them. Well, here's a song that I wrote probably to be only sung once. The mother who raised me, Rosalind, she was a very sweet lady, a teacher, and she lived to be 91. And at her memorial service, I wanted to write a song for her. This is called Rosalind's Journey. I don't know if I've sang it since then. It was 25 years ago. I know she's out there now, close to the earth. I keep her spirit bright for whatever it's worth. I know you hear my song wherever you are. You're part of the circle now, on a journey to a star. I think of my mother now, giving comfort in my youth. She touched my inner soul, living dignity and truth. And I know you miss us all, wherever you are. You're part of the circle now, on a journey to a star. She had a quiet wisdom told. She was gentle, she was kind, always there to teach us all. There are treasures in the mind. Our prayers go with you now, wherever you are. You're part of the circle now, on a journey to a star. And may the calm be widespread, and may the sea be as smooth as green stone. And may the rays of sunshine forever dance along your pathway. I know she's out there now, close to the earth, and I keep her spirit bright for whatever it's worth. I know you hear my song wherever you are. You're part of the circle now, on a journey to a star.
Beautiful, Bob. She's a
Thank you.
lucky woman. You're a lucky guy.
Beautiful.
But I couldn't help it.
Thank you, Bob. Kathleen.
Okay, there's two lovely songs. Right, this is a sort of a protest song that I'm going to sing now. There's been two trees that have got made the news in England recently, and one was a tree up in near Hadrian's Wall called the Sycamore Gap tree, and two men cut it down, and they were in court this week about it. And there's the other one that I sort of find more sad, really. It's a 500-year-old oak tree was cut down by what they call Toby Carvery. They're like a restaurant chain, and they said that it was dead, and people said it wasn't dead, and Toby Carvery have apologised, which doesn't bring a 500-year-old tree back. But this is a song written by Karine Polwart, and it's called Heartwood, which is like the tree singing, I guess. Would you hew to the hardwood cutting? Would you lay me down beneath your feet? Listen to my sap mutter, hear my heartwood beat. Would you throw me on the log pile cutter? Would you toss me to the steel saw blade? Listen to my leaves flutter, hear my heartwood break. Would you lean your back against me, cutter? Would you rest your axe a while and sleep? Listen to the song I utter, hear my heartwood weep. Hear my heartwood, hear my heartwood, hear my heartwood. I drink the rain, I eat the sun, I give the breath that fills your lungs. I hear the roaring engines thrum, but I cannot run. Would you hew to the hardwood cutter? Would you lay me low beneath your feet? Listen to my sap mutter, hear my heartwood beat. Hear my heartwood, hear my heartwood, hear my heartwood.
Wow.
Okay, thank you, Kathleen. Lonnie, you're up again if you're up to it.
I'm gonna give it a go. Gonna do a song about Granuel, who was Granuel's last name was O'Malley, and she was born in around 1530 on the west coast of Ireland. And the O'Malleys had a pretty strong family there on the west coast of Ireland. As a matter of fact, they were one of the only fishing families there, and they'd built several castles along the coast in order to protect their fishing grounds, and they taxed anyone even from as far away as England for fishing there. At any rate, she was born then during the reign of Henry Tudor, who was Henry VIII, and she eventually apparently became quite friendly with Queen Elizabeth I, who was able to sort of keep her in power, that things didn't go wrong. But apparently Granuaile was fairly well educated, because she was reported to have conversed with Elizabeth I in Latin, which kind of means that she had a really good education. But this is a song about her, and it's called Granuaile.
A courtier called Dorset from Parkgate did sail on His Majesty's yacht for to court Granuaile. Great entertainment aboard to prevail, and rifle the charms of sweet Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail. Success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Says the courtier to Grania, if ye will be true, I shall bring you to London and do for you too, where you shall have pleasure that never will fail. I'll add laurel to shamrock, to sweet Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail. Success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Says Grania to Dorset, if that I would do, bring my fortune to London, me children would rue. We would be like the Heathlanders eating the kale, and cursing the Union, says bold Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail. Success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Says Grania, I always do love to be true. No foe shall invade me in my liberty, while I have Limerick, Derry, and the port to conceal. I shall love and not marry, says bold Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail. Success to the sons of brave Granuaile. Now, me dear boys, we've got to shutter those bugs. I charge ye, my children, lie close in your rugs, for they'll hide like a viper and bite without fail. Just give 'em shillelagh, says brave Granuaile. The fox in the trap we have caught by the tail. Success to the sons of brave Granuaile.
Wow.
That's a good one.
I thought she was a pirate.
Being a pirate has more to do with the point of view of the person who is accusing one of being a pirate than actually being a pirate. Like all the pirates these days they smile all the time, and they're wonderful. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, they're Somali. Sorry.
So true.
Okay. Debbie and Ron.
Okay, here's a song about the disappearing railroad blues from David Francie of Canada, who actually moved there when he was around 20 years old from Scotland.
All right. Here's another song, Grieving for Mother. Let's see what key. Key of D. Key of D. We haven't played this in a long time, but we'll try our best.
Deb's gonna have to do it. She changed the key and I can't play
No,
it.
it was changed a long time ago. It's in the
Doesn't
key of
matter.
D. You know the key of D, old man. When she called me close beside her,
bedside, tears began to fill our eyes. Then she called me close beside her and whispered softly her goodbyes. I just seen the Rock of Ages, Jacob's ladder hanging down. I just crossed the river of Jordan. Now my son, I'm homeward bound. Pine trees blowing across the mountain, where forever she will lay. There she'll rest beside the fountain, there she'll sleep beneath the clay. I just seen the Rock of Ages, Jacob's ladder hanging down. I just crossed the river of Jordan. Now my son, I'm homeward bound. Now my son, I'm homeward bound.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, good song.
Nice. They left out a couple verses. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bill Floyd.
Okay.
Let's hear the guitar first.
Hear it? How do you like that? Okay, I was going to replay the other one, but I'm not going to do that. I'll post it on the website and I'll play it another time, whatever. This is one I wrote called It's Finally Sinking In. Lots of lessons Mama told me as I sit here looking back. They slip between my fingers, kind of fell between the cracks. But as I'm facing disappointment, again I take one on the chin. I look up and say, hey mama, it's finally sinking in. It's finally sinking in. I know she was frustrated. There were lots of things she said, but she was talking to a wall. Couldn't penetrate my head. It would be so very different if I could just begin again. Now I look up and say, hey mama, it's finally sinking in. It's finally sinking in. She always wanted the very best for me, but I was young and foolish, she couldn't make me see. She taught me to choose wisely, I was lured away by sin, and now I'm down and out. But it's finally sinking in. Finally sinking in. I hope I still got time to ride a different horse, to chart a new direction, to find another course. There ain't too many of us who would choose to start again. But mama, you'd be proud because sinking in. Finally sinking in. She always wanted the very best for me, but I was young and foolish, she couldn't make me see. She taught me to choose wisely, I was lured away by sin, and now I'm down and out, but it's finally sinking in. Finally sinking in. It's finally sinking in. Finally sinking in.
Boy, can I relate.
Good song there. Very good, Bill.
Doreen, you were very late getting here, but it's finally your turn.
Okay. Well, when Susan and Bob said their daughter's name was Wendy, I said, what? Anyway, so who needs a mother more than Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, right? And this was my daughter's favorite song when she was young. So here we go. Bring lots of wood, bring lots of leaves, bring lots of paint, but hush, 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 hush. Let's be quiet as a mouse and build a lovely little house for Wendy. Oh, for Wendy, she's come to stay to be our mother. At last we have a mother. Home sweet home upon the wall, a welcome mat down on the hall for Wendy, so that Wendy won't go away. We have a mother, at last we have a mother. Oh, what pleasure she'll bring to us, make us pockets and sing to us, tell us stories we've been longing to hear. Over and over she'll be waiting at the door. We won't be lonely anymore since Wendy, lovely Wendy's here to stay. We have a mother, at last we have a mother. She'll be our mother, it's nice to have a mother. Wendy's here to stay. Thank you.
Of course, I've sung that many times, except I sing, I am a mother, at last I am a mother.
I've sung it so many times. Great.
All right, now it's down to me and it's down to you. Just like we were in a movie.
Yeah. Okay, my last song here is Till I Kissed Ya by the Everly Brothers.
Oh, is that what we're playing?
Yep. Never felt like this until I kissed ya. How did I exist until I kissed ya? Never had you on my mind. Now you're all the time. Never knew what I missed until I kissed ya. Oh yeah, I kissed ya. Oh yeah, things have really changed since I kissed ya. My life's not the same now that I kissed ya. You got a way about you. Now I can't live without you. Never knew what I missed until I kissed you. I kissed you. Oh yeah. You don't realize what you do to me. I didn't realize what a kiss could be. You got a way about you. Now I can't kissed you. Oh yeah, I kissed you. Uh-huh, I kissed you.
Great version.
All right, well, my closing song has nothing to do with mothers. Sorry. It's by a guy named Larry Gochi. And it's more or less about my life. It's called Junk Food Junkie. You know, I love that organic cookie, and I always ask for more. And they call me Mr. Natural on down to the health food store. I only eat good sea salt, white sugar don't touch my lips. And my friends is always begging me to take my macrobiotic chips. Yes, they are. Oh, but night, and I stick out my unstrung box, I keep under lock and key, and I take it off to my closet where nobody else can see. And I open that door so slowly, take a peek up north and south. Then I pull out a Hostess Twinkie and I pop it in my mouth. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be. But at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord, have pity on me. At lunchtime you can always find me at the Whole Earth Vitamin Bar, just sucking on a plain white yogurt from a hand post out of a jar, and sipping a little hand-pressed cider with a carrot stick for dessert, and wiping my face in a natural way on the sleeve of my peasant shirt. Oh yeah. But when that clock strikes midnight and I'm all by myself, I work the combination on my secret hideaway shelf, and I pull out some Fritos corn chips, Dr. Pepper and an old moon pie, and I sit back in glorious expectation of a genuine junk food high. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be, but at night I'm a junk food junkie, and good Lord have pity on me. My friends down at the commune, they all think I'm pretty neat. Well, I don't know nothing about arts and crafts, but I give them something to eat. I'm a friend to old Yule Gibbons, and I only eat homegrown spice. I got a John Keats autograph each in an urn. I held up my brown rice. Oh, folks, lately I have been spotted with a Big Mac on my breath, stumbling into a Colonel Sanders with a face as white as death. I'm afraid someday they'll find me just stretched out on my bed with a handful of Pringles potato chips and a ding-dong in my head. In the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be, but at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord have pity on me. Yes, in the daytime I'm Mr. Natural, just as healthy as I can be, but at night I'm a junk food junkie. Good Lord have pity on
me. Good one, Harvey.
Yeah, I like that song.
Well,
closing song.
That's it, except for the closing song. And who are we going to get to do it?
A woman.
Which one?
Susan. Susan. Another Mother's Day song.
Susan, can you give us another song?
Did she hear us?
Well, that's a surprise.
Yes.
Any
Doesn't have
song
to be
will do.
Mother's Day.
Any song will do.
Yeah, do it.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. If that diamond ring don't shine, Mama's gonna buy you a bottle of wine. What? If that bottle of wine turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. If that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. If that billy goat won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a carton bull. If that carton bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. If that dog named Rover don't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in town.
Where'd that bottle of wine come from?
It rhymed. You weren't supposed to notice.
Right over our head. Good job,
It could be a
Susan.
brass bottle.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Harvey, for hosting. Appreciate it very much.
Night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for showing
Take
up.
care.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Take care of yourselves, and if you can, take care of someone else too.
Yes.
Yes, good idea.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.